Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Longlux 8092. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Phil Never CY1302, and Grego's wearing my Skookume 2146. Grego said that Pele Motto wanted to hire Mando to follow Miggs Mayfield and Cara Dune on their bounty hunt to ensure there was no hanky-panky going on. Mando assured her she had nothing to worry about. Mayfield would never make a move on Dune. She said, because he loves me too much? He said no, because Cara would split his head open with a rock. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in a fairly plain, simple box. And all that it came with is the watch, nothing else. And here it is, the Longlux 8092. This is the second Longlux on my channel. Longlux makes very affordable automatic watches with Chinese movements. This 8092 is a square skeleton, and I don't know if it is homaging anything, but I'm sure that if it is, someone will tell me what it is. This is an automatic watch with an unknown 3 Hz movement, which is more than likely some variation of the Tongji movement, which is a movement China came up with in the 60s to power just about all of their watches until quartz became a cheaper alternative. This watch comes in 2 different colorways. I chose blue because blue is what I do. If you don't like blue, then there's also a black option. The leather strap is the only choice. The watch is 41.8 millimeters if you measure at this part of the case, but 37.7 if you measure the inner part. 50.7 millimeters lug to lug. Is 12.5 millimeters thick. Has a 22 millimeter lug width, and weighs 70 grams on the supplied leather strap. Here's where I usually go over the bezel, but this really doesn't have a traditional bezel. It's just all this fancy skeleton stuff around the case. Then we have the dial. We have a rehat with the minute markers. And then we have a skeleton dial. We have Roman numerals at the 3, 6, and 9, and 12. And then we have minute counters inside. And then we have the hands. We have fence post, minute, and hour hand. We have a spear tip second hand that's red. And the hands are loomed, nothing else is. And the lume's not very good, you'll see later. And there is no date, and there is no ghost date. The crown is a push-pull unsigned. And the movement does not hack. Then we have a flat mineral glass crystal. You don't get sapphire in this price. And then we have the case. The case has a matte finish. It is an alloy. And it is a nice looking case. It's just unique, kind of different. Then we have the case back. We have a display case back, and it's held on by 8 little tiny Phillip head screws. Then underneath the case back is a movement of unknown origin. Once again, I think it's some variation of the Tongji movement. It's a 3 Hz movement, so I don't know the jewels. And I don't know the power reserve or anything because they don't write on that. But we'll go ahead and put it on the time grapher and we'll see how it's doing. Here it is on the time grapher, and as you can see, it's running about 12 seconds slow. I don't know what the lift angle is supposed to be, so I left it at the 52-degree default. There's quite a bit of beat error, 0.5 milliseconds. That's why you see 2 lines on the screen. And last time I checked this, it was running really fast. So this movement isn't very consistent. Amplitude seems low, but once again, I don't know what the lift angle is supposed to be. And it doesn't matter slow versus fast because this is a non-hacking movement, so you have to move the hands either way. The strap is genuine leather, and it's very thick and sturdy. Going to need a little break-in though, but happy with the strap. No quick release though. Then you have 2 keepers, one fixed, one floating. Then you do have a nice sturdy buckle, but the buckle doesn't match the case. It would have been nice if the buckle was black. But I like the strap. Just wish it had quick release though. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. It wears nice. Only have 2 notches left though. So if your wrist is bigger than 8, you'll need a different strap. It's a 22 millimeter. Of course, once it breaks in, I might be able to go 1 more notch. Here we are in the Lume room. Only the hands are lumed, and poorly at that, but a Fun with Watches review without a lume test is like a day without sunshine. As we speed up the time, the tip of the second hand disappears immediately. The major hands last a little bit longer, but are soon also gone. Lume is not a strong point of this watch. What I like about this watch, it looks and wears nice. And whether if it is an homage or not, it is still a design you don't see very often. And I do like this thick and sturdy, genuine leather strap. What are my gripes and groans? The lume is just downright horrible. And the movement is running really slow and has a serious beat error and doesn't seem very consistent. And the strap could be longer. I only have 2 notches left. Do I recommend this watch? Sure. It's only $22 and it's just unique and looks nice. So yes, I recommend it. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Longlux 8092, and I'll be back with an unboxing. I have 3 watches coming from AliExpress today, so that should be a great unboxing. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel, and if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link and I'll get a tiny commission, but those tiny commissions do add up. And I would like to thank my Members Choice members. Here they are. There's not very many of them, but hopefully the list will grow soon. And I will be putting up the last Members Choice watch for sale soon. And then once that sells, I will put another vote up. Bye.